EG looked very clean on the retakes previously, but a lot of that was jawgemo double blast packing in and finding players stuck in one and done spots. saadhak is one of those.
Flood attempt in, EG. Leading the charge of Ethan already taken out. The opposition stick onto the defuse. Ethan's already got half on the stick onto the defuse. Where's the util? Anything to stop this? It's not in sight. And the kills is ticking. Do they have the util to start to dissuade this one from the plan? As a tap onto it, forces out the fragment nade. A push through into the smoke. Boostio trying to make the most of that one. Spraying down with the phantoms, but everybody falls. A lot of presence and a lot of ground gained. They want to make a fight towards them into their own spawn. Rifles through, bullets raining down. jawgemo low.
Missing the nade.
Yeah, missing a nade. Maybe a little bit panicked in that scenario. Ethan's left to pick up the pieces, pick up the scraps, and make something of the situation, but can't do too much. Boostio spraying it. Loud want nothing to do with it. Now the Hunter's Fury. Oh my! Cleaves through him. With one shot, brings down two. And that is just excellency. I mean, how does Cole manage to get that?
He threw a recon dart all the way into spawn. These lineups are crazy, but there's still timing here. Oh, cauanzin caught completely unawares. Did not know where those shots were coming from.
This has been turned right onto the head of it. Loud, not sure which way to go. Offloading the ultimate. aspas overdrive in his hands. We'll see if he can beam down any of the opposition. Still has the fast lane. Gets him into the site. Clears it out. Bit of a tap. Forcing the fight, maybe. Forcing the position. The smoke is a little bit awkward, but it gives a bit of space to play in. This way, that way. There's a player disadvantage, a massive one. Still sticking the spike. Loud still want to choose to take this one, but a stun rips his way through. Plenty of util. Recon tagging him up, and aspas, it's too much to overcome. Let's create those trap plays, which have been the bread and butter.
I talked earlier about Demon and Boostio choosing to hard anchor the site. This is what they're doing here, and they're suddenly...
What are being sandwiched, aren't they? Yeah, from every single angle as the wall drops down. cauanzin's position fell down to it. He had to win that fight out, and he does against the final boss, but his util in the corner. Snake bite, it pushed him all the way back. It's being offloaded. Opts to use the drone now to clear through. There's a Viper's Pit onto the site. 3 versus 3. saadhak is low. Swing around the back. jawgemo takes care of him.
Big ultimates to flush the Viper out of this pit.
One thing to do so, though. Rolling thunder now. Stunned up, catches, snake bites as well. Decay, not kicking in time, not enough to bring jawgemo. And so the rocket finds his target. With less falling, so does the pit. tuyz. Last one left. Con was weak enough, a single bullet did do it, but he doesn't have anything to push this off. jawgemo's movement is more than clean. It seals the deal and brings it up even, 4-4. Again. The wall's raised up, points out the side this time with the overdrive. aspas clearing out towards Dice. There were players playing there. Post-plan position, now off to it. Spraying it down, Boostio. He moves forwards, 3 to his name. And he is just carved open. A chance of success, a chance to win the round. It's all but sealed up. Nade around the back towards stairs. They're smoked off. They cannot see a thing. And do they have the util to push them back? jawgemo pushing through onto the smoke, a bit of spam onto it, but half onto the fuse. Now that pressure's still there. Snake bite. Is it too late? No way! The bullets land. 66 health, vulnerable up. He has to isolate the fight. Demon 1 to the 1-on-1 versus Les. Wide swing, wide face. Les wins it. They don't have control of any other area of the map. They're all coming from the spawn side. Drone pushes it forward. aspas goes down to Demon 1.
And that's a great shot.
What a shot to find. Paranoia though. It's going to be let loose, let rip as soon as the first sign of utility is used. And now the rolling thunder pushes them all the way back, but I don't think there's any sort of connection. It's 4 versus 4. The time is running short now for EG. Moving down, cauanzin. Plenty of util. Flash now round to the corner. Connects. Multiple targets blinded up. Just trying to make the most of this one now. Facing with the weaponry. Demon 1 almost pulling off a miracle. But before the clip can really get unleashed, well, that's 7-5. Loud. They maintain a very narrow lead for his team, and he's got so much to do. At this corner, it's an off angle that he's trying to take the fight, and he claims 2! That is outlandish. Pushing now into the smoke. jawgemo, he holds it down in the middle of all of this one. It was evened out into a 3-on-3. They've lost control of main and the spawn side. Plays need to be made. Shock dart. Almost catching. Nade now as well to set it up, but tuyz from behind. Paranoia has got it. Latching onto the 2 targets. Nearsighted. Calm actually. Not going to be blind in this. Still has his dart as well to play this as the fight starts to get taken. to the top, broken quickly. Boostio going for this reflank as well. Kills need to be found, and Com's going to do just that. Damage was there. Boostio alive in it. It's a 1v1. Both players low, both players weak. Les is sticking into the smoke, gets off a bit. Onto hard, but a shot lands. Actually waiting it out. If they spotted something, maybe the fight will be taken. There's Les set up. Beautifully done. The wide face by tuyz as well. Baits out that positioning. 3 players left standing now, but the site is gained. So plan for EG. Nade, they want to fight through spawn. Right into the grass. A saadhak. Well versed in that one. Any sort of aggressive plays that happen, Ethan has got to just come up with miracles. Nade almost bringing him down. 7 health. And the Smarty overdrive. The damage just tickles him. Taking him out, but everyone grouped up from EG. Now the drone paves the way. Rolling thunder as well towards Sand, just in case they are grouped and stacked. Damage onto Ethan. The bullets raining down. They don't have control of Hall's orbital strike. It's supposed to break this one up now a little bit more. Jawgemo wide on the angle, wide on the face. And with the spray down, the rifle locks it down onto 2 of the heads. Left up the saadhak and Les. They've got the tools for the job. Maybe they can make the most of this one with the rifles. They're doing it. No, if they're sticking this, he has to run. He has to face. And Les set up once more. This man. Again, so 4 on 4. Rolling thunder available. Cauanzin lets it loose. Now you see it. The ult advantage is really paying off, but it didn't clear Boostio, but the guns do. An attempt from jawgemo to answer back. It's only traded, but quickly put in. It stops once more. 2 alive still. Flash connects.
Out of charges.
Even can't see much. Com still needs to maintain control of this angle. Diffuse being stuck as well. Who takes the first contact? The stun to try and set up the peak. Pushes them off of it. But the angle's still held once more. Aspas, he wins it. Players low, does not matter. Just sticking the plant down.
Yeah, because
they get into it.
They threw a recon dart in there, so they knew that Les couldn't be peeking.
No, couldn't be peeking, yet they still have control now of tower and spawn side. A play has to be made. Boostio, is he the man to do it? Fast lane, in his face, smokes. He's dodged it. Off to the side, away!
His gun was sticking through, I think.
And it gave him the timing. Aspas rips away the chance from Boostio. Maybe do the most of it. Spike, can it be stuck? Can it be diffused all the way? They're not even attempting it, not for now, but they're just taking the fight straight up to Com. And he can't do it. Not alone. Wide face, wide swing. Taking the north side now. Already satcheling them way onto the side. Ethan trying to make the most of this. He's being squeezed, he's being pressured, he's nearsighted, he's aftershock. He has nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. An attempt to save him. Round the back to the side there. Les is also just making moves. Holding down the Sam position. Boostio was trying to creep himself into a forward spot, into spawn. A face. 3-2-1 swing. That's what EG call here, but left now down. It's a 2-on-2. In the open, Com's reposition. Was that spotted? Flash sails past his head. Low enough. It's traded. Com's there immediately to answer. Has the recon. Against the side. Broken. High ground position. Les has been demonic, and he continues to do so. Loud taking map number 1. Market has been compromised. All that utility was being used. Loud are so quick to change up the timings of this one. Forced towards the back of the side. That spam, the spray. saadhak, how is he getting that one? Ethan still needs to be cleaned out, but Loud have no intention of this one. Instead of fight, and a call gets made. They're going to fight towards spawn. Mid also just being repushed. EG taking that fight too. And the door's being broken in the middle of all of this. Boostio's still good for 2, but he's brought down. And Les also follows up, making sure to clean out the rest of the players. Now, have they remembered that Ethan was here, that he scurried his way towards the back of the site? It seems likely. They're all the way onto the A site. saadhak jiggle peeking, spots it.
And Les is just waiting to collect this.
Yeah.
saadhak steals the right.
Visual utility taken care of. Looking to set up for the B split. This is very against the grain in terms of what Loud are usually liking to do. Looking up towards Boathouse. Smoked off. On their ground. They know they want to take a fight here. Aspas expecting something. Pop flash. Blinded up. Aspas close to the corner. He does return the fire though. Rest of EG barreling ahead. And Les is there making sure to stop them in their tracks at the same time as that. tuyz was hoping for the lurk play down towards Tree Demon 1. Eager to take the fight to them. Dash to disengage. Les, he loses the duel. We haven't been saying that much. And Aspas is left alone in a 1v2 to do it all. Wide swing. It's called. It's made. Demon 1 down into hell. Aspas and tuyz trying to play together. Paranoia. He's going to be blinding a few of them, dropping down into the side. Boostio, he's there. Rest of his team waiting. Ready to receive the trade if it was necessary, which it's not. It's flawless. Everybody
With him down,
reflanking.
they don't have any smokes.
Yeah. Or at least trying to re-push that. To the high ground position, aspas still getting the one.
And if you think about it, Ethan's position now is majorly good. He always gets good info into mid, and he can play this door position. Loud have got to watch this. They have no smokes.
Yeah, no smokes at all. Still have to watch the angles. Jawgemo's there. Great work done. Still less. He does receive it. The operator exchanging his hands there, possibly prior when aspas had the knives. Ethan does have an ult. But no command in this retake scenario. Not the greatest. Saadhak with one of his own. Let's take in the first contact. Saadhak just swinging off of it.
In terms of regional matter, potentially. But what will also be at the back of Loud's mind is the chance of that globally too. Remember, this team's the champions, winners, finalists of Lock-In. And here they come on the attack again.
The A split with a no command. Ethan up close. Flash is lovely. I mean, he's blinded up, spraying them down. Stacked up the rest of EG, making sure to swarm the positions. He is placing that smoke as well. It gives him a little bit of safety. Teleport cuts it across. He's granted one, but not moments. Players are going to have to step up for EG. Smokes drop down. Ethan. Bit of spam with the Phantom. There's one. There's a second. Comma's there. Anchoring towards the back of the site in the teleport. Into it. Paranoid up. Time running short. Running low. tuyz. He's done damage, but he needs to get the spike down. Not a chance in hell. It's up to aspas. He'd have to kill both of them. And they immediately realize it. EG. The two players left standing, Ethan and Jawgemo, they go in their separate ways. The percentage play to win that round out. And they know that it's Loud who like to do a lot of those 4-1 defaults. Les was probably going to be alone in that position. The drone tags up, at least spots the two of them, and a refight. The call is made by EG here. They want to take and maintain control of main. The dart's pushing them back. It's a dangerous proposition. They're being sandwiched and squeezed now as well. Deep onto the site. Saadhak's already there. He's gained that ground, but removed. And Demon 1! Just in case the operator's in play, and it hands Demon 1. An easy one. aspas updraft over the top with the knives. He's spotted. He's taken out.
Spike down mid.
Boostio holding his ground, holding his space. Tap with a rifle. Not enough to reset to get the two, but job still being done. It's a 2-on-2. Boostio re-exploring.
And Les was waiting for it. That's the adjustment coming out of the Loud timeout, I think. Really just holding for those kind of plays. Now, Les has Spike in mid. And Com is re-clearing A and tuyz.
A lot of util to try and stop them here. This is Loud. Also kind of stacked onto the side with aspas and tuyz holding close around the side to the box. It's got to be called. Demon 1. He's let it in. No one's dealt with Saadhak, but eventually taken out, removed. cauanzin, a wide face. Sprays it with a frenzy.
Now, Loud have been running this defensive pistol
Spike
a lot.
planted.
And it looked like EG was somewhat ready for it.
Yep, somewhat.
It's got down into a 3v2 where Boostio seems to be the playmaker.
Doubled up, grouped up. Is there that clearance? A wide face and an even wider swing at that by Les. Damage being done to them, though. They are low enough that it is still anyone's game. This pistol round is one that EG need to win the turret. Taking a bit of contact. Dart broken. A little bit of information gathered. You got to know it's a 1-2 face there. EG.
He's a bit of both.
Yeah, he's a bit of both. There's that operator. We were just talking about it, the money being saved up, so aspas buys it, takes his first shot, first target. This is evened out, though. Boostio was also taken towards B main. cauanzin a bit of spam. He's out in the open here. Wider position, wider face. Needs to be dealt with, and Demon 1 will do just that.
I love that. Very decisive from Demon 1 and Boostio, creating pressure on this side. As long as Jawgemo doesn't get caught here in mid, they've got chances.
They got to know that this operator's online, but does Jawgemo just walk into it? He's holding towards cat door. Still there. Now to no command. Ripping past them. Ripping through them. No, it's a wide face. Doesn't expect it. Loud with a massive advantage, and Com. So much to do here. No abilities to be used. Doesn't choose to fire at the knife. Doesn't want to give away his positioning. He doesn't know where the players could be swarming him from now. And how do you take it? Smoked off. Finally, he's got his abilities online, but he wants to hold the gun, wants to hold the rifle. That's where he's going to be finding the advantage. First kill, found, down. Smoke's blocking his line of sight. I know aspas is still there. Has to get out of there, though.
What a commitment just to push the operator away.
Yeah, huge. Re-clearance from Saadhak. He tried to make a play.
Too early.
Yep, tail end there of the detainment, but nobody to face him still. They don't have that ground towards heaven. The shot darts try and push them away. Letting the players up, still holding it down onto A. cauanzin. Look at this. Odin at play, Odin at work.
Almost caught Boostio with the shot.
It's causing a massacre with the damage.
Les has ult for retake, but they're only in a 3v4. And Com is on that sneaky late lurk through Cat.
This lockdown, though, has pushed them back. There's no tool for EG to try and remove it. No big ultimate. Team of one holds the line, holds the angle, is pushed back.
Here.
No players getting detained, but they are being pushed away from the side, and now that the positioning is noted, aspas can hold it. Everybody corralled up into that corner, sticking onto the fuse. Aspas is going to be able to gain half, and he does just that. A bit of time now being bought here, but Com still the slide off angle. It's a 2-on-2. Watch for Com has to take a wider face. Jawgemo, he's left in it to do so much, and he doesn't quite take out. Less time is enough. 0.78. Seems pretty far forward. Yep, it's letting loose the smokes though. With 35 seconds left, there has to be a play to be made here. Lighten them up. No one breaks the dart. Cauanzin was offered a chance. An opportunity. Cancel the ult though, clearing out through into the back of the site. EG have got to make the moves.
And this is everything for EG. They forced into this.
No way!
They're ripping them down.
Shreds them. Can Demon 1 do the most once more? Into the site. Plan starting to go down. saadhak, he's got a judge in this. Can he pick up a rifle anywhere? Not too certain of it. Trying to take this retake into B main, aspas. The watch for the knife, he misses. Dash still alive, still active, aspas. Could take another go of it. But jawgemo, he knows he's being crunched, squeezed. Every single position inside the smoke. How is he evading all of this in a movement of aspas? He survives.
Has the time ticked enough? Has he bought enough time for Demon 1 and Com?
Com is so low. Dart sails his way across, but actually misses. Wanted that a little bit closer. 3 HP and a dream. How can he possibly do this? One shot lands, but he's up against aspas. 6 bullets left. A tap onto it. Time. It's running so low. I think Com has done this. He has indeed. aspas as well. He's pushed all the way through. He's waiting for that flash. Updraft. He spotted it. Jawgemo's there. All the way to spam into the corner on the knives. They've got a miss, but he gets out of there and it's being covered. 2 years adjustments were necessary, but he couldn't reset the aim. aspas! Updraft to survive. Time running short now, this mid-rounding. Again, the pressure is being applied.
And strangely, it's Loud that seem to be crumbling.
Taking chunks out of them. This fight's being taken and offered all over the map right now. Anyone's game. 45 seconds left. The ult expended. A double face. Let's take in the fight anyway. And the B site is cleared all the way through. No one to hold it. Hunter's Fury. I mean, okay, listen. It's the final round. You might as well use it.
Catches a tag, but no more. What a disadvantage. This should be EG on the precipice.
2 players left. aspas with the 1 eventually removed. Cauanzin, only the Guardian. Spam the damage, it connects. But so much to clear all these angles to watch for. EG on the brink. Hunting Loud their first defeat on Ascent this season. Time ticking away, and EG, they know. They don't have to give even an inch. No opportunity granted. Footsteps, Cauanzin feeling it. Has to swing wide. It's shut down like that. 13-11. We are going to map 3.
There's the value of the chamber, actually. Can take early contact on the attack side and still get out to safe spots. I see actually more value for chamber on attack than defense on this map.
Oh, here we go, though. Full switch up, all the way through the TP. Showers control given up. Oh, my.
Nearly.
God. Yep, nearly. Boostio has got a hell of a task. With the ghost there, not enough to reset, to wrangle the weapon that was in his hands with 2. It's pivots on pivots. Another TP, another exchange of it. And Les is there to capture them. Pissed around.
But it's strange now because of the chamber nerfs.
That one change can adjust everything, jawgemo. Should have been a freebie with that fight. Nobody was watching him, yet the shots didn't land on the head unless he just whips it all the way around. saadhak lurking deep into the site it's contained.
It's a very aggressive swing as well from Com. Com, the player for EG, sometimes put on star player man-marking duty. Goes for the wide swing, takes out aspas.
EG taking her time with the clearance, making sure that all the corners are going to be theirs. Vital wall now up. Ethan starting to stick towards it. Gets half. Snake bite though. That'll bring him down with the extra bullets. The damage was done. Another tap onto it. Forcing out the util. Flash play. Cauanzin. 1 HP and a dream. A bit of a squeeze, a wrap. Come on, full rotation. They're actually lurking. They don't want to make it. Noted. Com close to the corner. Can't get 2. Only the 1. And traded. Plant starting to go down here for Loud out in the open. Head just peeking over. bring it down through the wall. Ethan doesn't get the kill, and it's giving him this Viper's pit to play in.
What a missed opportunity there.
Well divided.
Tap onto the defuse. Cosmic Divide cuts its way through. Orbital Strike as well. It's just layering the ults one after the other. cauanzin trying to push through the wall there, trying to make the most of this, and still up top, over the top. Demon 1, they are all over the place. EG sticking it. Ethan gets half. It's anyone's game in the 1v1. One damage, 1 point. Not enough. This is bizarre.
Stim beacon down.
I never want to count out EG though when Demon 1's got the knives. Blade Storm holding down showers alone. The call is made as well to try and stop them from pushing through into short. They're disrespecting it close to it. Jawgemo! Man, what game are we watching? What a play! What is that? Tactical shooter in the title, but all the utils doing the work and the shotguns on top of it. Damage is done, spraying them down. They lined up for him. Absolute mockery of the state of it. saadhak trying to salvage that. Not going to get that clearance. Ethan now gets to use his own dog for a bit of that mid-round information. Doesn't see too much, but oh my. saadhak. TP's close. The flash in his face. cauanzin. He strikes. He moves forwards. Showstopper. Rocket off the back. It's an easy one. It's collected. Still a chance for a bit of a pivot through the TP, but instead they push forward. saadhak taking a fight as well. On top of it, Team 1 assuming he got the kill. Smokes dropped down at his feet. Just a reposition, not granted the chance.
Spam through and Loud in the 3v2.
The reposition with a TP close to the corner. saadhak misses his shot. It's a face, and it's a spray down. What can happen in this one as the wall gets dropped down? Damage done. Players weak. 4 bullets. Com with so much to do. Can't land it. The right click's not blessed with it. But he ults a building for Loud. All he needs is a chance, and so does Demon 1. Crosshair in the right place. Got a reaction store with the Guardian. Does he want to try and take another go of it? All the way push forwards. Damage. Bullets rattle the pull. On top of it, the damage surely being done. No way. Com goes down. saadhak got his kill. Applause all around.
And he gets another.
There's a second. No goose egg inside. We'll be finishing the map with that regard. Ethan. The chance to equalize, a chance to even. But brought down. As Louder took their time with it, but they'll be able to get this plant here. Boostio. Does he still want to go for this? I mean, it's a heartbreaking scenario. Saving with the Guardian never feels right. And he knows with 2 rounds left. Might as well go for it. Recall smoke. Just to feign that he's crossed. Lovely work. Clearance onto that. Knows that the angle's been pushed up onto a double face. TP reposition. cauanzin. Thumbs up for the A split. 4-1 setup. There's util to try and stop them in their tracks, but now the showstopper into the back. Oh, up close! An exchange there. That's what's going down with a ship, but I think he'll be happy with it. Just that 1-for-1 and space granted to them. They get the plant down. saadhak in the back of the site. Does he even have his rendezvous down?
Nope.
It doesn't look like it, does it?
He's still got it available. He hasn't used it.
And he doesn't really want to use it. He wants to hold it, but a flick to the side. That's quick reactions. Viper's Pit, Cosmic Divide. Throwing something new into it.
Les is so good in these spots, using his snake bites late. Buying time for tuyz to come through showers.
How do you clear this? It's got to launch absolutely everything into it. The molly as well. It's late. tuyz delaying even more time. He's pulling out the iPad. Not the time for it. Demon 1 running forwards. Brought down nevertheless. And it is Les, speaking of him.
Com's the player that has to try and stop this, but
It
his
doesn't
ball
spot
is
it.
not giving him any information.
Boostio with 1. Almost feels lucky to get just that, but traded out.
And you can see here that saadhak's trademark is supposed to give them info if he decided to react into showers.
Oh my.
They choose to react into who?
3 more seconds. We'll have that online to be able to take a fight and push forwards. They know the corner's there. Somebody close to it. jawgemo falls. Com. Reclearance. Watching that angle. Viper's Orb now going down. It's a reswing. saadhak leading the charge with that TP to safety. Dash active for Demon 1. Close to the corner here. It's Com. And it's a great crossfire setup.
Anywhere near a reality now.
Yeah, there is not much space to do so. It's almost suffocating. saadhak.
What a shot.
Yeah, you can see where the rendezvous was. Planted towards the back, but the rest of his team now here to try and revenge and avenge. Pushing forwards with the weaponry. Ethan was far too close for comfort. Demon 1 taking another bite of the apple. He is taken out. The spike dropped down. Loud. They're really going to be doing this again, Josh.
Oh, we saw this. It was absolutely devastating for them previously. Nevertheless, EG ended up winning that map, despite the heartbreak early on in the second half of Ascent. The spike, though, dropped, and that's why Demon 1 goes for that extra additional reswing. hoping to salvage the situation before it's a disaster, which it firmly is right now. Boostio is running for it.
A pull, a stun close to the corner, a nade as well. He's pushing him back and away into it. jawgemo, maybe a bit of overheat. He's handed him the showstopper through the teleport, evacuating and evading. It's a 1-for-1 there.
One enemy remaining.
It's just pure chaos. Pushing deep into spawn.
Play aggressively.
He's got to know that Les could have still crossed away. How?
That is filthy.
How does Les know? How is his crosshair placement this good? Too much as well because this is Loud leading.
This is good though. His trademark here gives some good information about whether or not that Viper wall push is real or not. He knows that Lamps is confident.
Oh, this is a showers fight to be taken. saadhak,
Spike
his
down
job
A.
is containment.
One
Needs to
enemy
back up with the rest of his team, and there it is. Bring him to 12. Double the kills. Starting to just evaporate before our eyes. The Viper's been offered, but U2 clears it. Com doesn't stand a chance. Down to just a few. What a shot by Demon 1.
But it's a silly quarter timing.
It's all lands on this. Does he clear the close corner? Doesn't expect it. Taken out. 2 left standing. And the fight's being taken to him. Demon 1.
Get out of my
Certainly
way.
trying for it. Bladestorm now there, but the angle doing damage to him. 71 health. Wall in his face. 30 seconds remaining. It's Dire Straits and Loud
30
are
seconds
so
left.
damn close. They can feel it. They can taste it. An opportunity for another title. A chance at the grand finals of the Americas. Smoke drop down, barreling down into the site. It's given up, space granted to them. Les,
10
he's backing away, but he
One
removes
enemy
Demon 1.
remaining.
Ethan a tap onto it, hoping for the fight. 6 seconds remaining, has to stick this. And now his position is there. Round to the side, saadhak delivers it. The final blow. And EG is sent down to the lowers. It's Loud who sailed to the finals.
The experience, the stamina, the map pool depth, all on show today for Loud. They get another final, another opportunity at a title and a trophy. This team has just been spectacular this year. Undefeated for so long in VCT Americas,